Right. 18 December 2025. And today I'm excited to be giving you the morning update. So this is the most action-packed update in the whole of Africa. And today we are in one of those strange days where people in Johannesburg have gone to their villages to visit and also to see their families. So last night I was here, and today I just want to give you the stuff that is trending. Most of the newspapers are not publishing. In fact, in Johannesburg, you are only going to see the first newspapers mid-January. So this is what happens at the end of each year. But I'll be here with you and I'll be updating you on a daily basis, as this year I am not traveling. So I'm not going to be traveling. So I'll be here on a daily basis. So let's look at what has happened. And we start with traffic. So there's a lot of traffic right now on the roads to Zimbabwe. So much traffic. If you're planning to travel that way, expect at least 17 to 24 hours to travel between Johannesburg and Harare. If you're going to Bulawayo, take note that the road has been washed away totally. So it's going to take you a lot of time between Beitbridge and Bulawayo. It's not the road that you know, and don't travel there at night. You will be in a lot of trouble. So let's start with the headline, which is Douglas Mwonzora. As you are aware, right now there's no more opposition party in Zimbabwe. After Nelson Chamisa has left, there is no opposition political party in Zimbabwe. So the next thing that we have right now as an opposition party is the MDC, the only party that seems to have some structures. The CCC has been destroyed. Sengezo Chavangu is not holding any meetings. The people that you used to know who were in the CC have sort of gone away. You can't see Promise Mkwananzi. You can't see Ostalos. You can't see all these guys who were in CC. They've gone away. So that leaves us with the MDC. That is the only party that is left right now that we can call a proper opposition party, which can easily be revived. It still has structures. It still has those people from the past. And the group there, or three groups, have been fighting inside of the MDC, which is Douglas Mwonzora with his group. We also have Mudzuri with his group. And then we've got the third group that is in the United States of America that is trying to revive the party. I've had them here over a number of weeks covering the story. And they've taken each other to court, with Mudzuri taking Mwonzora to court and winning in court. And then the group in America supporting Mudzuri during that court process. However, those groups have also fought among themselves. And then Mwonzora has been kicked out of Harvest House by Sheki Mukoyi. And he's gone to court to try and get Mukoyi to get out of Harvest House. The first time the case was struck off the roll, he refiled the case, and I must say that he has lost again. So you can see that a new judgment has been issued, and Mwonzora has lost again. The case is once again be struck off the roll. So what it means is that Mwonzora now has to call for a congress. He is the only person that can call a congress. He has to call a congress within 6 months, and the party must now bring back everyone into one room, and people should be able to contest. So any of the people that are members of the MDC will now be able to contest as president of the MDC. So that includes even you as a person who was supporting the MDC. 99% of people in the urban areas supported Morgan Tsvangirai. So the party of Morgan Tsvangirai is back, and we await to hear that announcement of when the Congress will be held within 6 months. So tonight, I'm going to have all the people again from the MDC over here to tell us about, now that they have lost in court, Mwonzora has lost in court, what is going to happen next. So we're waiting for that. Tonight at 10 minutes past 9, I expect that everyone will be available, especially the groups that represents Mwonzora, and also we'll try to get hold of Mudzuri. For the first time, I will try to get Mudzuri here. Mudzuri, is very interesting. When you look at him talking, he's a very smart guy, former mayor, former vice president with Nelson Chamisa. I don't know where these guys go wrong, where they miss this important understanding that they need to unite. So the court has been telling them over and over, you can't solve your case in court. You have to do it among themselves, but they're not understanding it and they're not doing it, which is crazy. Okay, I think we've covered that. Let's now go to some news very quickly. Today, there's not much news, so I'm going to take you through what I've got. And we're going to start with Wicknell. So Wicknell has gifted his wife, Lulu, another car. Guys, I don't know how many cars she now has, but she's been given another car. And it seems like Wicknell has been working out, so he looks a bit different now. So Wicknell looking much fitter than before. I think this is good. Keep it up, Wicknell. You're doing a good job. So Wicknell is doing a good job over here. I like it. And as I said, there's a total build up of traffic on the roads to Zimbabwe. So if you're traveling to Zimbabwe, this is what it's going to look like at the toll gates. Make sure that you've got your e-toll, you've got water, and make sure that you've got loose change. So when you go to your bank, order small bills. So normally I order $1,000 in small bills. That is 5, 1, and also I think that is the Americans have got it too. I don't know, but order those small bills. When you go to Zimbabwe, if you don't have $1, you're going to struggle a lot, and this is well known. Then in terms of South Africa, we've got just one story. That is a scam, a massive scam has happened in South Africa. And the young lady that you're watching here has defrauded many South Africans of millions and millions of rands. She was collecting money for holidays to Mauritius, Dubai, and Zanzibar over the past year. And she's called Premila Shunmugam. And she is an estate agent who runs Silver Touch events and travel. She would take money from families, some families as much as 200,000, and say she's got packages. And then she never delivered those payments to the hotels and the airlines. And now people are stuck, so they're not able to travel. And this is so sad. So don't put your money in the hands of anybody. If you want to go on holiday, go to eBucks, go to Standard Bank platforms, and book your holidays over there. They've got packages. There are even other companies, with travel companies. If you walk into any mall in South Africa, I don't know why people like to go to these strange people and give them their money. Don't do it. I get a call every day here. Someone says, someone wants to help me to go to Canada. Someone wants to help me to go to America. Someone is Wicknell. Say Wicknell says I must pay him 200 so that he can give me a car. Those are all scams. Don't go for too good to be true deals. And this is what has been happening to people over here. If you're in South Africa, the best holiday you can do, book yourself to Cape Town, book yourself to Durban. Those are cheap holidays. I don't know why someone would want to go to Zanzibar or all those places when you go to a nice country like South Africa. Here, I only spend a small few thousands and I'm sorted when I go to my holiday in Durban or even in Cape Town. Cape Town holidays are very interesting. I don't know why people want to go to all these far away and expensive countries. Now, let's quickly look and see if any of the newspapers have published. I'm going to start with the Zimbabwean newspaper. So we'll start with the Herald newspaper. I like the Herald newspaper. Well done. Those guys are doing a good job. The quality of the website has improved and they've sorted out the issues. So earlier this year, they had issues with their website. They've sorted it out. So check it out every day. There is no hour that passes without a new story on the Herald newspaper. So go check it out over there. And I like the reporting now. They are covering a lot of different stories. And I think that they need to be uploaded for that change. So now let's look at the Herald newspaper. ZBC should foster national identity. So you can see Mnangagwa here handing over cars. But I'm surprised that there are certain people who were not handed cars, like Memjuru. He must also give a Ziprado over there. I don't know why only these people here got the cars. So when we talk of elders of the party, they must also give all the war veterans and Memjuru, they deserve to be given nice cars. I don't know, Ndarama is he still alive? I don't know. I haven't seen him in a long time. Those are the people who should be given cars. On top of these 10 that got cars. And then the police have warned that they are going to be doing massive searches. So if you're going to Zimbabwe, be aware, when you pass the border, they are going to search you or search all your bags. So you're going to be made to unpack your car. So if you're traveling to Zimbabwe, this is what you do. If you want things to be easy for you, especially if you're in Johannesburg, find a way of getting your goods to Zimbabwe. By the time you go, just go with your car and your goods are already in Zimbabwe. Don't try to travel with a packed car during Christmas. Especially if you're carrying valuable stuff, try to find the way of getting your stuff to go. Myself, I only fly to Zimbabwe. I never drive. When I get to Zimbabwe, there is a car hire that I use that only costs $35 a day. And I only pay a deposit of 100. So I give him $100. I give him $35 a day. And then I take his car and I drive it for a week. So if I live here with $200, I have a car for a week. So that is the best deal. And I fly to Zimbabwe for very little. So WhatsApp me if you want to know these guys who rent cars for such a small amount. And your car won't be damaged. So try that. And normally what I do is every month I've got a family of 5. So all I do is every month I put aside, let's say 2 grand. So in 12 months, I've got 24 grand. In December, I'm able to go and buy my tickets. So you don't have to have a lot of money. All you have to do is to plan in advance. And you'll be able to fly to Zimbabwe and come back. No stress at the border. My kids cannot take it. They cannot take the border of Zimbabwe. So I never even tried to go to the border in Zimbabwe. It's impossible, especially on the way back. You feel so tortured and inhuman when you're trying to go back into South Africa from Zimbabwe. So try to fly and then hire a car in Zimbabwe. Right, let's see what else is in the newspaper. I tend to get carried away. I like to hear the sound of my own voice. So let's see what else is in the newspaper without reading the full newspaper. So you can go and check out this newspaper. It's got a lot here. And then Sanyatwe obviously featured. Madzbaba, senior lecturer here, is going to be buried tomorrow. So he's going to be buried on Sunday at Chiweshe. So the burial is going to take place. Madzbaba Nicholas Zakaria is going to get buried tomorrow at Chiweshe. So we're going to see that funeral taking place. And we look forward to some of his old friends being there at the funeral. Okay, I think this is a big newspaper. And then mini school here, Chivhayo Primary, have been featured in the Herald newspaper. So that is Jonah Chivasa and the Chivhayo Primary School people during a video shoot for Komborerai Africa. So that is mini Chiwenga over here. Amazing. And then Kuvea's gowns win continental praise. So that is young Tafadzwa Kuvea. I'm going to feature her for you in the newspaper. And you can go and check out the Facebook page within the next few hours. And she'll be there. Then let's look at the Chronicle newspaper of Zimbabwe. So let me see what is in the Chronicle, Zimbabwe. I don't know why the guys in Zimbabwe don't take a break because newspapers are supposed to close in December. So here in South Africa, all the journalists are gone. No one is publishing. If you sell a newspaper now, no one will buy it. There's no one in Joburg. All right, let's look at this young lady. a botanical drama, Meet the Welcome Tree, Victoria Falls Quiet, and Singing and Unsung Living Landmark. So this is a tree, and that is many people go here. The last time I was in Victoria Falls, it's been a long time. So it's been a long time since I was in Vic Falls. And then let's see who is this young lady here. I don't know her. You can go and check it out in the Chronicle newspaper. So Chronicle newspaper is published, and that is interesting. Normally, I fight them in the morning for delaying all their publications, but good job to the Chronicle newspaper. So you can see Minister of Information, Jen Fan, opening the Montrose studios. They're going to do very well. And next time when Mulawa, I'll check it out for you, and then you can have a look. Let's look at the South Africans. Which newspaper is published in South Africa? As I said, there is no physical newspaper left right now in South Africa. So let's see if there's anything here. And clearly, nothing. There is not going to be any newspaper until the last day. In fact, the 15th of January, around there, that is when you have the first newspaper from South Africa. Now, let's look at our people on Facebook, and we're going to start with, as usual, Minnie. Did Minnie publish? Let's see. Minnie, where is Minnie? I don't see her. Let's see if she published. So Minnie is a national treasure, and let's see what she is up to today. So Minnie Baloyi, or Minnie Otabo, she has not published today. Let's look at other people. Let's look at Madam Boss. Madam Boss, always on top of a game. She is amazing. Look at her. She is who is going to win, guys. Sansoya cooking oil. So she's promoting Sansoya and Rora Squad. So she's busy with this promotion here. So I want to pause here for a second. We've got a new sponsor. In fact, we've got two new sponsors. So if you are a service provider in Harare, electrician, plumber, if you are into making, building, cleaning, all those things, we've got a new sponsor, and I'm going to be unveiling that sponsor today. So the new sponsor is Fixly. So Fixly is going to be our sponsor for the next year. We're going to be working with Fixly. So it's an app, and I'll show you guys how to use the app. I want people to register so that if someone wants to fix their door, they are going to go to the app, and if they want to clean the house, if they want to solve an electrical problem, they go to, what happened to my poster? There, for Fixly, right? So I'll show you how to use it. Just give us a few days to finalize everything. But today I'll bring the guys here so that they show you how to use the app, and that will be amazing. Then our Gambakwe dating site is going to be up. I promise within this month, we're going to have it up by the end of the month. We're going to have our dating app up, and it will be working, and it will be AI driven. So look forward to one of the most and best dating apps in Zimbabwe. That is guaranteed. And it will be having an office, so you'll be able to go to my office and deal with all the issues. Johannesburg, UK, Harare. I want you guys, I want to connect you guys. Richard Viewer. Richard Viewer. Right, I think that is well known and it's amazing. And then we've got Slave Chat, forensics. If someone is stealing from a company, if you've got anything to investigate, Slave Chat is going to be with you. So we've got a number of sponsors. And then, as you are aware, we've got our project in Kariba. So we're going to have a car wash, a pharmacy, some rooms, and we've got a shop. And these things are going to start in January. I would like to thank all the guys who have subscribed. All you need to do is to prepare your 1,000. And then the first week of January, we're going to compile a list. I want only 10 people to work with me on this project. And then your first dividend is going to be in December. So this is my project, and I'm inviting you guys to come in. We've got one person who's coming in with quite a big amount of money, but we need to raise 10K. So I'll let you guys know. It's on my actual projects. I've got a number of projects in Kariba, and I want to establish this on one of my projects. So it's going to be interesting and exciting. you're going to work with me. You don't have to work with me on investment. Invest in Zimbabwe, do something of your own. So I'm not saying pour all your money into Zimbabwe. Even if it means go to a village and have some vegetables, go to a village and fix the house that you've got there already. Put some solar, put Starlink. Look at what young Kundai Chitima is doing. Kundai Chitima used to work with me here. He was one of the first people to work with me. Look at what Jetro has done. Jetro used to work with me here. Young Zigo, you have seen Young Zigo. All these guys, they always show you projects. They used to work with me here. If you need advice, call Kundai. He's a very nice guy. Go and ask him how to go about it. And you do very well. Don't just sit there where you are and not have something. Have something. And then obviously we're busy with other projects, which I don't have to announce here because they are already sorted where we are in private. So that is what we have for today. Who did I leave? I know where I left. I left Wama Moyo. So she has been busy. So let me go to X. So let's see if we finished everyone here today. President Hakainde Hichilema, always, I follow him on a daily basis, the most followed president in the whole of Africa, the only president with 2 million followers. Today, so he did the candid conversation with the Zambia's business community. He did a meeting with the business, with the unions. Now you see him sitting with the businesses. Guys, look at this meeting. Don't you think this president is doing a good job? President Hakainde Hichilema, good job. He's doing so well. I like President Hakainde Hichilema. And tell him, Merry Christmas for me. I like this president. Ever since it came to Zambia, Zambia has totally changed. That's amazing. I like it. President Hakainde Hichilema. So, we need this. We need more conversations in Zambia. Zambia is going to do very, very well. And then let's go to President Duma Boko. President Duma Boko is back. He was on holiday. He went to America and other countries. So he's back. And Botswana is doing very well. Botswana is trying to think about what to do with the diamonds. And currently in the news, there are discussions about whether Botswana should buy the diamonds from all the private or to publicize the diamond companies. And President Duma Boko is leading that conversation. I'll unpack it for you later on when I've understood what they're trying to do. They're also busy with the constitutional amendment. They want to have a constitutional court in Botswana. As you know, President Duma Boko is a lawyer and he knows this stuff. So that is the stuff that he knows. Botswana is a country of law. So in Botswana, you can freely walk about knowing that your president is on your side. So President Duma Boko, always on the people's side. I like him. And I hope that things go well in that country. Okay, I think we've covered everyone here. And we'll be covering other people during the day. Obviously, I want to look at what is going to happen with the funeral of Mazbaba Nicholas Zakaria. Let's look at that very carefully. And Wicknell has supported Mazbaba a lot. So I hope that works out. She knows man. Baba. So that is Baba over there. Let's go to X. And on X, we are going to see what has been happening. There is what we call a Christmas cheer fund. I told you yesterday about some of the best people. So, firstly, let's go to Ghana. You can see in Ghana, they've arrested the biggest scammer ever. So the Ghana police have reported here. Go check it out. He has stolen so much money in romance scams, scamming women from America. So he's arrested. So let's go to the First Lady of Zimbabwe. Wama Moyo, she's gone out and done a lot. Today, I was delighted to join multitude of people at Maria Teresa Clinic in Kakora Village, Mashonaland, Central Province. So she travels a lot. And I like these people because you can see that we are going through a massive change in Zimbabwe. There's a lot of connection. This bus is going all over the place. And the drama is gone. So there's no more drama in Zimbabwe. So that is what we have here. Christmas, everyone is busy with Christmas. Chamisa has said Christmas dinner. So let's see if he publicized about it. So we covered it yesterday. And what I like about Chamisa, he says he's been going through a lot. and he has announced that he's been going through a lot. So Nelson Chamisa, many of you will be surprised why he's been so quiet. But he has announced here that things have not been so well. The battles I faced have been huge, but every one of them has purpose. Nothing is without reason. I am being remade from the inside out. Expect me renewed, refreshed, revived, and fired up. Great people, fellow citizens, get ready. God is in it. Homeboy wangu, Chamisa. I like him. And then obviously the annual charity dinner, which he had here. So, what I would like for Chamisa in 2026. So let me tell you my hopes for Chamisa. Because I've got so much love for Chamisa. What I want him to do is to use this year to build a big foundation. We have seen this year many people hesitating to move before Nelson Chamisa moves. So Tendai Biti made an announcement that was getting out of politics. Then he came back and said he was forming some sort of broad-based movement. We've seen them coming out and going to Ibo Mandaza's Service Trust. And then we've seen the arrest of Job Scala. Job Scala is also one of my homeboys. 7 minutes to his house from my house. That is crazy. So all these people, in 2026, organize yourself and challenge ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF is getting to a point where they are too big and they're starting to fight each other. So ZANU-PF, because they've got no opposition, they fight each other now. So when things are normal, everything's normal. Someone just wake up and fight the other. It's like those kids at home who fight each other. That's what ZANU-PF is doing. Tagwire and his group, and then on Chiwenga's side, and the older group, older generation, they just fight for no reason. Like yesterday, there was no reason for that fight. But it happened. You saw it. And no matter what Mnangagwa does, those fights are going to happen. And Mnangagwa's job right now is not to stay in ZANU and say, I'm the one who can manage it. His job is to build ZANU-PF and make sure that it lives behind him. Otherwise, he'll be the last guy. If Mnangagwa does not fix succession in ZANU-PF, ZANU-PF is going to disintegrate because the people that are there right now, if you look at the current crop that is there, that is Chiwenga and the war veterans around him. If those guys are gone, ZANU-PF is gone. There will be no ZANU-PF. You end up with some small little things happening there. So Mnangagwa has got a big job in the next few years to make sure that he makes whoever comes into ZANU-PF take it over and make it stronger. And we need a strong opposition. So we need a strong opposition party with a plan. At the moment, there's no such. We've got personalities who are trying to use their connection to Morgan Tsvangirai, or also to say, I was always in the leadership. And then we've got reluctant leaders in the opposition, people who got followings, who could do well, but they will never start a political party. We want those people to come out. 2026 is going to be so big. I showed you an example of what to do, what to have a manifesto. We showed you. So now you know where to start. If you want to do a political party, you know what to do. It's important, very, very important to do so. Then let's end with President of Zimbabwe, Mnangagwa. So Mnangagwa is doing so well. Chasara kuta awinze yake mota ya Gambakwe. So when Mnangagwa started handing out cars, everyone was like, why are you handing out cars? But I believe that everyone now accepts that it's okay to hand out the cars. I don't think anyone's worried about it. It's just that when it started, it was being done by people who are not supposed to do it. If Mnangagwa is handing out the cars, I believe that it's totally fine. That is what they should have done in the beginning. Have Tagwire stand here, and then Mnangagwa hands out the car. Then it doesn't appear as if he's buying votes, because buying votes is a mess. In Singapore, motor ya Mnangagwa, do it drive, do it drive. Harare baby, pota nikienda ku State House. Guys, I would do it. So fine, it's great. He has given like church leaders, all these chiefs. No one is harmed by it. So I guess the giving of cars is going to be the thing for 2025? What is the thing for 2026? We are waiting to see. So that is important. What is Mnangagwa saying? Before I forget, what is Mnangagwa saying? So let's look at Mnangagwa. Where am I exactly? Here in all these windows. So right now I'm on Chamisa. So I'm going to move from Chamisa and go to Mnangagwa, Waripi, Wanodakudi, Mnangagwa. So let's go. Why do guys speak like wa? I get so excited when I see them. So Mnangagwa has not posted since 11 December. So he's not he welcomed those ambassadors, and that was it. And then let's look at Opa Mchinguri Kashiri. Wakashiri Waripi. So I don't see anything new here. And then Sanyatu, our next presidential candidate, he is also going to be over there. Let's see what he's doing. Nothing except what we talked about, which is Mazbaba Nicholas Zakaria. Our country is amazing. I always see people, like online, I go online, I see a lot of people. If you post anything about Zimbabwe, let's say you post about Victoria Falls and you are a foreigner, like there are big groups of people who travel all over the country, all over the world. Zimbabwe has the biggest number of views. The reason why, Zimbabwe has got so much potential and we need to make it work. However, we have a big problem. There is lack of money in our country. So many people come to South Africa just to eat. So if you're in Zimbabwe, sometimes you don't even have money for bread because things are so expensive. The system is not working. Money is not flowing. Traveling between places is so hard. Those are the issues we need to address. And then we need to have more love for each other. So Zimbabweans, the way they hate each other, it's shocking. So you see Zimbabweans not giving each other a chance. When someone has an opportunity to make a difference in someone's life, they don't do it. And those are the things we need to fix. That is because we've got a lot of lack. People are lacking and everyone wants to sell. You see everyone on the street selling. So our country doesn't look beautiful because of all these people on the street. I saw the Harare City Council try to clean up. That's not enough. A lot more needs to be done structurally. Our city must be so beautiful. Our opportunities must be so much and for everyone. And those are the things that we need to do. And currently they are not there. So we need to make those things work so that our country can attract more people. I can't be struggling to become a citizen of South Africa. Guys, I can't. I can attempt to become a South African citizen. But I'll never belong in South Africa. Like, honestly, have you ever thought of yourself saying, I'm now a South African? You are not. So the majority of the people want to go back to Zim, but those opportunities need to be created. And it needs to be clean. So some of the things that will stop people from going to Zim is I take my family to a place where there is so much difficulty, where things are so hard. So we need to break those barriers and make our country work with so many young, intelligent people. And we need to make those use of those resources. 2025 is coming to an end. Lots of waste. We wasted this year. We've got Nyoka Mabuni in jail. That is the most painful thing for me. This young man who's been sitting in jail here in South Africa for a very long time. We've got the war veterans. We've got Mwonzora Shanduko. We've got all the people that have been jailed. We need those people out. We need these guys to talk at the top and make sure that 2026 is not wasted. So myself, I'm not going to contribute to wasting 2026. So we need to make it work. We need to make it amazing. You will never hear me saying, Mnangagwa, Arkurevanu, Nenzara. That is the last time you heard it today. Because we need to change, obviously, and work and be productive and do well. All right. So I think we've covered everything. Please support our sponsor, Mve. If you're in South Africa, buy on these numbers. And if you're in Zimbabwe, WhatsApp the Zimbabwe number. And then, as I said, I'll be giving you guys in Harare and Bulawayo If you buy, you don't even have to buy it later. If you buy now, when we have stock, you can just go and pick up for free. So this is bitter melon. It's amazing. You can add it to your diet every single day for 30 days and see how it affects you. All right, let's look at the comments. Gambakwe, you said you were going to be in Zimbabwe for the election, in Blawa by-election. Is what you are still doing in South Africa? My movements are announced. Because you know what? It's not only Mnangagwa wants to touch me. There's a lot of people. I'm one of the people that are in a strange position where I've got lovers and enemies everywhere. So when things happen to me, you never know. So I have to be very careful where I go and how I go. And normally I don't announce my movements. So if you see me in Harare, you won't think it's me. So when I'm walking in Harare, people are confused. They don't know if it's me or not. So I just walk around Harare and no one even sees that it's me because I walk alone. So I walk from my hotel and I can cross Harare, except if I'm using my phone, then people say it's me. But I only do that in the morning. If I walk from Harare, from my hotel, normally I stay up there. I can cross the whole city and no one can greet me because they don't think it's me. But when I'm in Johannesburg, I can't walk for more than 5 minutes without talking to someone. Someone has to stop me. And if I'm in Cape Town, it is like every 5 minutes. People are literally stopping me in my car, like I'm driving, and the guy comes next to me and greets me from outside. That is what is happening right now. When I was walking in Cape Town, I had to stop walking because I used to walk around my neighborhood, and guys would drive around like it's a jewel. So they would drive around to come and greet me on the other side. So I stopped walking at my usual walking spot after my security guy said, but now there's no one andibatwa hapana andibatwi nemunhu wekumasvingo because mese muri vanhu vekumasvingo. All right, I think I've covered everything. It's been amazing, and I hope that we'll be back here whenever there's breaking news. I am watching everything, and then we've got obviously the coming event of the 20th, which is the election. The by-election is happening on Saturday next week with the Bulawayo by-election. And look forward to all the things that I've been promising here. We're going to do very, very well. And our country is amazing. So thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you guys later. And a good day.